Oh, let's do it. Let me get my life in order. I'm gonna come over here to the IG today. Is great morning, great morning, great morning, great people. What y'all was doing, Charles? Hold on, let me put that over there so I can see y'all's comments as y'all coming in this thing for love and clarity. Okay, for love and clarity. Y'all come in, like the live. I can comment on here. OMG. I can. Why I can't do that on the other ones? OMG, y'all. Great morning. Great morning, great morning, great morning, great people. How are y'all doing this morning? Great morning. Y'all come in. Like the live, share the love. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How are y'all feeling this morning? Y'all know we getting a little love and clarity in the building this morning. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all like the live, share the love. OMG, y'all, I can comment over here on this side of the street. Why I can't comment on this side? Somebody go tell somebody that we need to be able to comment so I can. Child, listen, I'm gonna be over here on the IG of the G today. Y'all make sure y'all go give me a follow over there. Thank you, Martha. Thank you so much for the follow. Y'all come in and drop this in the chat. Drop this in the chat this morning. Y'all know we're doing love and clarity this morning. Come on, just because. Look at the roses, the rainbow roses. Um, Healing works. Okay, healing works. Healing works. Put that in the chat this morning. Healing works. Let me come over here. Great morning, Pamela. Great morning. Pamela says, great morning to Shay and the community. I'm grateful for waking up this morning. Amen and amen. I'm gonna try to probably be like switching back and forth because I'm trying to show some love on IG today. So good morning, Miss Queen's Move. Great morning, y'all. Like to share the love. We finna get some healing together this morning. I got a couple things that Patrick God had told me about that I needed to share. Healing works. Healing works. Okay, y'all. That's why I can't see the comments, huh? Say turn the screen up. Y'all was right. I didn't pay no attention to that. I don't be paying no attention. That's why I couldn't see nothing. Okay, I'm back. Healing works. Okay, healing works. Oh, thank you so much, dearest one. Thank you so much for the blessing. I'm so truly grateful, honey one. Thank you so much. Good morning, Tori. Good morning. Yes, healing works, y'all. So we gonna come on do the work. Um, that's what we've been to talk about. Now, the Lord gave me a couple things. I need to turn the air conditioner on. I hope it don't be blowing on y'all too bad, but we might have to turn it on so my phone don't get hot. Hold on. Uno momento nil. Hopefully that ain't blowing on y'all too bad, but because it be hot. Y'all know I'm gonna get hot. I'm gonna start reading these cards and I'm gonna be burning up. And is y'all tell me if it's blowing in the phone too bad? It might be. Hold on. It's hot. It's bad. It be hot, child. And I start tapping in with the Lord and then I start sweating. Ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all tell me if it's blowing in the phone too bad. I don't know how I'm gonna adjust y'all, cause baby, what I'm not gonna be is hot. Okay, I'm back. Listen, let me see. It is, it's blowing right in the phone, ain't it? Yep. That's because I don't normally have this phone this way. I normally have it turned to the side, and I can't do that over here on this side of the street. Okay, I'm back. Healing works, y'all. Listen. So for some of y'all, we finna have to talk about some accountability. Okay, but we also gonna. I don't know who. Because somebody, listen, first of all, we don't be worried about what our exes do. We're not worried about that. So I don't want nobody to be over here on that type of time. If you wondering if they still thinking about you, if you thinking about them, then they probably thinking about you. Okay, that's just a true story. But not all the time. I can honestly say I don't really think about my exes. I pray and hope that they have abundance in their lives. And y'all know we're talking about more than just people that you was dating. Okay, we're also talking about family members because there's healing that has to be done in families. I'm so grateful, y'all. Yesterday, um, I feel like yesterday was a real transition point for me. It's so crazy because something either with on the 24th of July every year, it seems like something either starts or it ends. Like there, it's like a, I don't, for whatever reason. Of course, I told y'all yesterday, the 24th is the day. Yesterday made 17 years that my mama been into spirituals, and so, um, it's funny because I also had to make a significant decision yesterday. A lot happened, so I kind of just chilled to see how the day was going to go. But I had to make a significant decision yesterday, insofar as what's next. Okay, drop this in the chat. What's next? And what, so we're talking about healing. Why? Because we're ready for our next. We're ready for the Lord to bring in our next level. We're ready for the Lord to upgrade us. We're ready for the new beginnings in our lives. Thank you for the follow, Nick. Thank you so much. Good morning, KC. Good morning. Good morning, Jared. Good morning. What's next? What's next, Phil Will? What's next, Angie? What's next, Pamela? What's next, right? So I had to make a very, and I feel like the Lord, especially because my birthday is tomorrow, I feel like the Lord is saying, listen, does anybody feel, so this is why I've been telling y'all, like, a lot of healing has been happening. The Lord's been requiring me to do a lot of releasing, letting go, making me pay attention to certain things. Great morning. I got my shot. Oh, gee, I'm so grateful. Thank you, Sunny Days. I hope y'all like them. Most of y'all should have gotten them. I think there was one that was going to be delivered today, way on the other side of the earth. I'm actually mailing off a couple of them, a couple of orders this morning as well. I got a busy morning. I'm fasting. Y'all, I ain't even got no Celsius this morning. Help, Lord. Somebody help me. Somebody send me one. Y'all don't want to send me a Celsius. I ain't had no Celsius this morning. So I got to get my energy together. Okay. What's next? So I'm so grateful. I'm so glad you like them. Make sure that you leave a review. I hope that they came and the package wasn't messed up. And we're going to talk about it again at the end as well. Um, so we're releasing y'all because the Lord is requiring us to make a decision. Has anybody, the Lord, been told you that you finna have to choose which direction you want to go in now? Like, for me, the decision is about your identity. Does that make sense, y'all? This little piece of head wrap right there was trying to tear my little head up. It's about your identity. One of the things the Lord has been talking to me about is the fact that I'm not who I used to be. And so I had a decision to make yesterday. Like I said, this is all about healing. So it started with, can I just say that I will somebody drop this in the chat, if you can be the bigger person? Can anybody be the bigger person? Yesterday, because I told y'all the day before yesterday, I had a challenging day, right? And so I ended up yesterday having to make a decision because I'm like this. I say, Lord, I'm going into a new chapter and I ain't going in with no animosity. I'm not going in with no hard feelings. There's certain people that I've just had to release and let go of. And it's just got to be that, because what I don't have to do, you can be the bigger person from afar. You can be, but you can be the bigger person. We're talking about healing, right, with this message today. Can you be the bigger person? Good morning, True Beauty. Good morning, honey one. Hunty one T, you gonna have to pick I don't pick nobody pictures. If you want to put your face in the place, okay, put your face in the place. But if you don't, y'all send me no multiple pictures if you gonna get your picture on, because I'm not gonna pick for you. You got to pick your own picture. Kizu, y'all better pick y'all picture. Okay, I'm back. Lord, listen, I laughed. I say, no, she didn't send me 3 pictures and think I'm finna choose. Go ask somebody who did it before. Where Jamila at? Talking about pick which one, Chris Kerr. No, I'm not picking the picture of you, but I love you, honey one, and thank you so much for your message yesterday. You, like I said, y'all know I'm a big old baby. Y'all, if you email me, I do respond to y'all. Like, I respond to your emails, and so I laughed. I said, babe, I'm not gonna pick no picture, but love you, honey one, and thank you so much. Okay, so um you cannot be the bigger person. I had to be the bigger person yesterday. Why? Because There are certain relationships, let's just say this. Y'all ready? Like the lie, share the love. There are certain relationships that I'm just not going to allow in my life, and you shouldn't allow in your life to go unhealed. Now, let me be very clear about this. If you have done everything you can, you can't change the way how you can't change how somebody else feels about you. Do you understand that? You cannot change how somebody else feels about you. So sometimes you got to release some folks with love, light, and healing energy, baby, and keep it moving. Because what I ain't gonna do. If you already ain't been the best person to me in the time that I've known you, I'm not in a season anymore where I'm gonna keep breaking my neck to try to make you accept me. I used to do that. Anybody used to try to just that people pleasing. Thank you, Lord, that people pleasing. You used to try, you wanted somebody to accept you and love you and just and you just do everything to try to make it, and then they never do. And you be like, what is it about me that they won't accept me? It ain't you, it's them. So we're not doing any people pleasing. We're not doing that. Okay. And so some relationships, y'all, and this can be parents, this can be children, sisters, brothers, everybody. Amen. Only you know there's some relationships that you can only do so much. If somebody doesn't accept you, then you just got to let that go. Some of you, there are people who are going to show you their true colors. And this the thing. You already knew who they were. This ain't gonna be the first time they didn't showed you who they were. And so as a result of that, the thing about it comes back to, can you still be the bigger person? What do you mean? Can you apologize to someone even if you know that you weren't wrong about what happened? Are you willing to apologize? Y'all know it yesterday, true story. I called, even though it wasn't no challenge. I called my children yesterday and I apologized to them. I was like, I'm sorry, but I also made them understand there's so much that they don't understand about where I'm at in my life and what's going on. But I also released a relationship yesterday because I said, and I didn't even talk about this, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it, but when somebody, listen, you don't have to accept me. I'm only gonna do what's pleasing to the Lord, and everybody ain't gonna like that. You're not gonna paint a negative narrative about me, which you're not gonna do that, and you're not going to try to influence other people to have a negative narrative about me. So this is how you know that you can just be willing to release some things with love, because I'm gonna stand up for myself, but I'm going to release this, but I'm not going to let you try to make other people or convince other people that I'm not who I say I am, because you have never been the right person in the relationship. Does that make sense? And so yesterday was like a day of decisions. I was like, okay, I'm not going to go anywhere with that. I talked to my children. We talked a couple of things out. I told y'all there's healing I got to do with even my children. Why? Because of the decisions that I made in the past. But what I will be very clear about with anybody, and this is leading to something else, and it led to another decision. Me being willing to say to people that I love, like, listen, I know you might be angry about who I used to be, but can we just drop this in the chat? New me. Who this? New me. I'm not. I don't care who it is, y'all. I am not going to be held to who I was before. I'm not going to be held. My past is not going to hold me hostage. That's what I wrote this morning as I was praying and talking to the Lord. I was just like, and yesterday I was like, my past is not going to hold me hostage. I'm not going to continue to try to prove to myself that I'm somebody new. I sure ain't finna be telling, ain't nobody finna try to, man, it's stuff I did 7, 8 years ago. No, I'm not finna keep, I'm not even, because I feel like you trying to hold something over me, like I said, that the Lord has already forgiven me for. And so some of you, you're coming to a point where you're going to have to look at relationships and say, I love you, but I'm not going to let you hold me to my past, and I'm not going to let anybody hold my past is not going to hold me hostage. And so for it does not define me. It's simply my journey. It's simply my testimony. Correct, Angie. New me, who it is. Like I had to make that decision. And so yesterday, y'all, I had already surrendered. I had already said, okay, Lord, but I made the decision that I'm just not going to try to go back to anything, an old version of my past. And so I decided yesterday, and this is in my own healing journey. I decided yesterday I could fight. I could still move forward if I wanted to, but I just realized that it's just not who I am anymore, because my past is just that. My past is crazy how it even really came to me. I think I was on IG the other day, yesterday, and it was a piece, it was a little snippet from The Lion King. And so it was like the monkey had hit Simba, and he was like, ow, what'd you do that for? He was like, it doesn't matter. It's in the past, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh, but it was a whole word for me in that moment, because I'm just no longer that person. So I could have chosen to continue to try to go down this path and try to convince people that I'm a new and improved version. Drop that in the chat, new and improved. I could have chosen to go to continue to try to fight that fight, but for what? I'm not going to do that. And so yesterday I truly surrendered, and I feel like I was still kind of holding out hope for it, but I truly surrendered it. And I just said, you know what? It's not who I am, and my past doesn't define me. I made the apologies that I needed to make. And I said, and I'm moving on. I'm moving into who the Lord is leading and guiding me to be. So some of us, we're having to make those types of decisions. And I told y'all I feel like this is happening, especially because my birthday was yesterday or tomorrow, but yesterday was the day my mama died. So I feel like it's always something pivotal that happens for me on the 24th. It's always some kind of transition or transformation or something that happens for me on that day. And yesterday was just the day that I just said, yes, cleaning house. It's like, okay, Lord, I release it. I release it. And I ain't even gonna say I'm mad, y'all, because it's just not who I realize that it's just like I'm not gonna conform to an old identity, because the Lord really has made me a new person. Okay. Next, let's pull some cards. First message. Healing means being accountable for how you showed up. Can anybody be accountable for how you showed up in relationships? Uh-oh, come on. Then comes marriage, commitment, ring shopping, moving in together, joint finances. So some of you, what's really being pointed out on this is my birthday is tomorrow, dearest one, but thank you so much. My birthday is not yesterday. It's tomorrow. This is about you committing. What are you committing to? What some of you, this could be new partnerships that's coming in, but recognize this: when you release and let go, is anybody, some of you ain't got to put your business in the street, because look, no, they ain't got to do that. But baby, some of y'all, you gonna have to cut some cords. So has anybody ever gone through this experience? And maybe whether they, because we finna get to y'all people them in a second. We finna get to them. Now, let me say this right now. I can't speak on nobody that, like, I'm using myself as an example. Unless you might still be in communication with your ex or your person. And if you are, no judgment, I understand. But if you are not in communication with your exes, or either even people that you have decided not to have a relationship with, you can't really speak on them people. Why? Because just like you're not the same you, they ain't the same them. It's easy for us. This is accountability, y'all. Let's say you dated someone like me several years ago. I haven't dated anybody for years. So I don't know what kind of person he is now. I pray that he's a good person, but let me tell you what, my truth is my truth.com. I know who he was when I dated him. Now, let me tell you the next thing that the Lord said. Some people can't heal, and if this could be you or this can be them, and you're gonna know this because of how you feel about the person. At one point, you loved them. At one point, you were committed to them. At one point, you were like, they were the love of your life. Maybe then some things started happening. Maybe they did some things in the dark. Maybe they had a baby, not half on a baby. What y'all? Y'all know I just got these cards. Yes, they mine, but no, I don't remember everything that's on the cards. This say half on the baby. Where was I at when y'all made this? Baby mama drama, co-parenting, sperm donor, child support. Okay, this might be in somebody put some people in their spirituals. Somebody people didn't dealt with it. Yes, it says, hey, y'all, where was I when I was I here? I was here when I made them. You right. Child, not this got the little sperm container on it, y'all. Y'all know I just got this deck. Child, a mess. Okay, I'm back. Don't be judging me. Don't be judging me. Okay, listen. OMG. Who started singing R. Kelly? Somebody sang it. Y'all did. Who started? Somebody started singing. All I need is your body next to me. Y'all know y'all started singing it. Y'all heard it and y'all had ooh na 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 na, baby you're back. Oh, that we wouldn't. You right, because we had went. I'm back. Listen, sperm donor. Okay. So this that yeah, some of y'all we got some look forgive us, but yeah, we got some donors. We got some donors. Okay, we do. Some of y'all could have been married and maybe they was just a sperm donor at that time. Now what we not gonna do, we not gonna spend a whole lot of time talking about the little people in them, but I'm gonna say, like I said, you may not be that person now, but that don't mean you wasn't that person then. And some people can't heal, whether it's you or whether it's them. Some people can't heal because they can't admit who they were in the relationship. Come on, Lord. They can't admit to themselves who they were in the relationship. Okay, they cannot admit that. And so, as a result of them not being willing to be accountable and face themselves, they can't admit who they were. That's why they can't do the healing. That's why they still blaming you, baby. We are whole adults up in this thing. You did what you wanted to do because that was your choice to do. You ain't do nothing because of me. You ain't do, and I'm not using myself. I'm just saying as an example. Whether you put yourself in this position, whatever you did because you wanted to. You did because you wanted to. You didn't do it because I made you do anything. No, I almost said I was feeling it's like I had was talking in them conversations and relationships, wasn't it? Was them relationships. That's what we gonna call them, relationships. Okay, I'm back. So you have to if it was you. Now I told y'all I didn't have some strumpet in my spirituals before. I didn't have some strumpets, some strumpetism. That's what I'm gonna call it. I didn't had a little strumpet in my spirituals, so I wasn't the best person. But then in my last relationship, oh yeah, it wasn't no strumpet in me at that time. So I can be, because I had to be accountable because I received my karma for the way I showed up in previous relationships. So for some of y'all, that's why you ain't gonna be able to heal some relationships. This is not just with the people you dated. This is family members as well. There are family members right now who cannot admit to themselves the role that they played, and it's easier for them to try to project and say and make themselves feel better. They got to continue to lie. Some of these people, y'all, whether it's family, friends, whoever this is in this situation, they didn't talked about you, so they can't talk to you in your face. They didn't been negative. Like, you have to understand, people, the Lord will make people guilty. That he will make people guilty, but they won't be. It's people who can't talk to you right now because of the conversations they know that they've had about you. We've all heard this. We've all dealt with it. We all know that it's people, baby. Listen, but it doesn't even matter because we gonna be the bigger person. This is why sometimes you just got to be like, okay, I know what you did and I know what you said, and I know that you aren't willing to do the healing, but I'm not going to let you stop me from healing. I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to step into a new season. I'm not going to allow anyone, whether I don't care. Guess what? Because they probably not going to stop talking about you. Do you understand that? Why? Because maybe you're going further than them. Maybe you're going after your dreams and they're not. Maybe they jealous of your relationship. Maybe they jealous of your happiness. But guess what you can't do? You can't do nothing about that. We not letting nobody stop us from doing the healing that is necessary to step into our next season. I don't care what they did, whatever they said, what if they got a hidden agenda, keeping secrets, getting caught cheating. Something the Lord will start letting you hear stuff in the spirit. The Lord will show you these people, y'all, so that you can be aware. But we're not gonna let them stop our healing process, baby. We didn't have to do how long we've been over here in the dark having to heal ourselves in order to step into this new season. So for whoever this is, if it's a baby mama, a baby daddy, if you got drama going on in your life, baby, we're not gonna let them stop our healing because we're ready for a new level. Drop that in the chat. Level up, okay? I don't know who the people are now, the people them, whether whoever they are, we don't know who they are now, but we gonna pray that they're not the same person that they were when you was dealing with them. Okay. We gonna pray for that. We gonna pray for them and we gonna release them with love, light, and healing energy. Why? Because even if they don't level up, we done leveled up, baby. We're not gonna hold on to that old energy. And for some of you, the reason why this is importante is because you want a new person. Some of you want your kingdom person, your kingdom spouse. You want that upgrade. I guarantee you don't want the El Fulio that you was dating before because I'ma say it. You was an El Fulio for dating them, and they was an El Fulio for what they was doing, but we allowed it. We allowed the stuff to happen, so we can't just blame them. We got to look at ourselves and say, man, I was going through some things. I was traumatized. I was still hurting because of something else. It was childhood and abandonment wounds and rejection wounds and all of that. No, we gonna accept who we were, because now that we've healed, we can be accountable and say, I was I was unhealthy, I was unhealed, I was toxic, right? We talked about this the other day, but we're not that anymore. A lot of you are praying for your spouse to come in. And remember, I think I said yesterday, the Lord is asking us to remove that pain, that trauma, the things. Yes, maybe a lot of you, I had this moment yesterday. A lot of us as single parents, we have anger and resentment towards the fact that we got to do it, but the other parent over there living their best life, doing whatever they want to do. I had to let that go, man, because at the end of the day, I still was gonna have to be responsible because I wasn't the person that was. And this is no knock on any of one of my baby daddies, neither one, my ex-husband or my first boyfriend or my first baby daddy. This is no knock on them. That was the journey that the Lord had to send me on. But do you know, come on, God, I want somebody to look at it. And this is for my single parents, okay? This is for my single parents. I told my children this the other day. My son, who's almost 18 years old, has never been in trouble, never had no problems, never nothing, right? All of my children are amazing. So, I said to myself, a lot of times we be mad because we're a single parent. And no, it's not easy. But do you realize that you are the reason that your child is going? My two daughters are doing well. Their finances are straight. My oldest baby didn't serve. My other girl, my baby girl's in management. They got great work ethic. I may not have been the best mama. I may have made a lot of decisions that I regret and that affected them. But if I look at the people that they are right now, as a single parent, even with the mistakes that I made and the decisions that I had to make that affected them adversely, can I tell y'all that I have magnificent children? I'm not just saying that because they're my children. I'm saying that because I never had to go to a parent-teacher conference. I ain't never had no children getting suspended from school. Ain't nobody. They all had straight A's and good grades. I've never had any trouble with my children. And so I even told them this the other day. I was like, man, for as much as I felt like I didn't do all the right things, my children turned out spectacular. They are amazing children. And so I want my single parents to look at it and say, yes, it's a hard journey. It certainly is, but you can do it. And you're going to be the reason that your child is successful. You're going to be the reason that your sons are growing up to 18 and not out there doing drugs and in gangs and doing out. No, you're the reason that they're going to be successful in life, even though it be hard having to do it by yourself. You can do it. God gave you the strength to do it. So I want my single parents to give yourself some credit for the fact that that you're able to do it. You're the one who's stuck. You're the one who's still there. And guess what? Your children, whether you believe it or not, they gonna show you gratitude for that one day. It may not seem, because didn't I just tell y'all we get at a certain age and all of a sudden we want to buck a little bit. But even after all this said and done, as they grow up and they transition into adulthood, they're going to remember that you are the one that was there teaching them the lessons and teaching them the things that they needed to know. You're going to be the example for how they grow up. And it's the things that they don't say, it's the things that you think that they're not paying attention to, that you're going to be like, oh man, that I got that from my mama. When your kids come back and start telling you, and you start seeing the things, like I see the work ethic in my girls. All they ever knew from me was work. And guess what? When they were younger, that was why me and my oldest girl bucked, was because I was always at work, y'all. I was a nurse at the time. I was working 12-hour shifts, 7P to 7A. I did that for 13 years. 13 years I worked 12-hour shifts on night shift. And so it was a lot that I sacrificed because I was trying to take care of them. But now I also see how it benefited my children, because they have that same work ethic. They have that same, like, oh no, I'm gonna get out here and get it. But they won't understand it until they go out and live a little bit of life. So just remember, you didn't want to hear what your parents had to say when you were growing up. You had to go and experience life, and then you have a little more understanding. So just remember that. Give them some grace, but definitely give yourself some grace, because you're the reason that they're going to have the life that they're going to have. You're the reason that they're going to be successful. So I don't know who need that, but shout out to all my single parents in the building. Okay, we did that. Drop this in the chat. We did that. Okay, we did that, because we have, and that's not everybody's story. At the end of the day, they're still their own person. They gonna make their own decisions. All we can do is pray for them, keep them covered, Lord, keep them protected, and keep them safe. Okay, but hopefully they're becoming the person, the people that you want them to be. Okay, but you got to let them make their own decisions. People don't we can't control them. The thing about my children, come on, God, I feel this. The thing about my children is I wasn't nearly the way with them. I had some tendencies, but not all of them, the way my mama was with me. And guess what? Neither one of my girls ended up a teenage mother. I did. My mama was. Neither one, because the only thing I wanted was my girls, like even my son, like, please don't have a child when you're young, because it changes your life. It changes the trajectory of your life when you become a mom or a dad at an early age. It changed my entire life. And so I would just pray, like, please just let them get out of school. Please just let them, before, because I can't do nothing when they're an adult. But baby, just let them get through high school. Just let them get through high school and before they start having their own children. And as of right now, my son's still in high school, but not my girls. Not ain't no teenage mamas going on or a teenage daddy. So yes, breaking generational trauma and curses, because that was one of them. Okay. What else? Yes. So some of you, unfortunately, this is the part of the healing that hurts sometimes, because you were probably a good look. Marriage, I'm telling y'all, first, I can't make this up. Look, these cards go together. First comes love, then comes marriage. So yes, the healing that's happening for some of you is so that you can be in alignment for this new person that's going in. But you don't go in there with that old baggage. Don't you go in there projecting your old energy onto this new person, because that's going to end in another failed relationship. Okay. And that's what we ain't, not let it burn. Y'all, what was I doing when I made these? Y'all, not let it burn. This is a, can I say that word, or will I get banned? Look at it, y'all. Well, I'm sorry. The child, they got they credentials ain't in order. They credentials, they credentials, it, can I say that? It's just letters. I can say it. STD, forgiveness letter, old pictures, unhealthy relationships. Let that, I'm finna cuss a word. My bad, daddy. Let it burn. Okay. I hope ain't not, you know what? Where was that? Who made these? First, who made, let me just look and see what I got going on. Y'all, I have not used these cards but one time. Okay. OMG. Listen, first comes love, then comes marriage. Date night, the hookup, chemistry, love at first sight, commitment, ring shopping, moving in together, joint finances. We read that. Yeah, some of y'all, we just gonna put them out here because they here. Okay. This why. This why. Okay. If you done got burnt and maybe not in the credentials kind of burnt, maybe in the credentials kind of burnt. What? Who? Baby, I'm not. Oh, I could, but I ain't. Oh, I could, but I ain't. Listen, I heard that. Y'all had told me that in the spirituals. Let me let me just, that's just it. I'm not gonna go, I'm just gonna leave it alone because I cussed about that 2 years ago. I did. Because when I found out, I didn't know. Anyway, I'm back. Listen, be honest with yourselves, okay? Some of y'all done dealt with some folks and they did, yeah, they played you. Let me just say that. Played you. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, I'm back. Listen. So some of you forgive even your sperm donors. Forgive even the people them that burnt you in some kind of way. I had y'all, can I say this for somebody who needs to do some healing? You ever like, has anybody ever dealt with somebody and you can't even believe that they ended up playing you the way that they did? Have you ever been like a lifesaver for somebody and you can't even believe that they played you the way that they did? You ever believe that? Again, I can't speak on who these people are now, but I can speak on who they are, who they were then. I know who I was as well. But you ever been in a situation, you ever had a family member or somebody that you dated, and child, you just can't even believe the way they played you? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I should have let him go long ago and still need to keep walking. Baby, what? I was telling somebody, I was talking about that the other day. I just be like, man, when I look back on some of the things that I put myself through, y'all, I can laugh about it now because I've healed from it. And that's another thing. That's how you be knowing. Look, Jared say, not me singing Let It Burn by Usher, period. Nobody don't want you, but you know, gotta let it go. Cause the party ain't jumping like it used to. Shout out Usher. Okay, I'm back. Listen. You never like you just that's why you know how you know you can heal. Because baby, I can look back on this stuff and I can laugh, y'all. When I tell you some of these, man, listen. Me, me and my son yesterday were talking about an event that happened that he remembered that was triggering for him, right? And we were talking about it yesterday, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot believe some of the things that I have put myself through, y'all. Some of the things that I allowed men, because it wasn't women, it was men, okay, like that I allowed men to do." Because I didn't love myself. Can everybody just drop this in the chat right now? I love me. I love me so much. Self say, I love you. If you, some of y'all, that need to be your challenge for the whole next month coming up. You need to look in the mirror every single day and tell yourself how much you love yourself. Okay. I love me so much, so much, so much that I will never allow a man to treat me the way that I've been treated in the past. When I say ever, I mean ever. Okay, and that's how you know that that's where the growth come from, baby. I wish I would. What else? One more, cause baby, when you know, you know. Trying to told y'all. Uh-uh. Girl, let me hold on. Let me just. Girl, what was wrong with you? You was in your spirituals. You had some things going on in your life, didn't it? You did. We better not. Love you, girl, with my whole heart. With my whole heart. Okay, I'm back. When you know better. Just told y'all, when you know better, you do better. Look, learning experience, growing pains when you know better. Okay, when you know better, you gonna do better. You can say that. And we got the green-eyed monster. Listen, I'm gonna shout out Jamila real quick. Jamila ordered this deck and she sent me a message and she was like, the green-eyed monster. I got green eyes, girl. We ain't talking about you. We talking about jealousy, okay? You can't compete where you don't compare. Jealousy, envy. Stop being salty. Okay, stop being salty. Be happy. For some of y'all, if your new person, if they didn't moved on with their lives, be happy. We not because ain't no comparison. Okay, ain't no comparison. The who you are now, you don't, and you ain't trying to compare yourself to anybody that they got going on. Now, yes, for some of y'all, that's part of the problem. That's why you know them people in them can't heal, because they're because can I just say this? Whoever needs to know this. Mm-hmm. They gonna go try to find another you in somebody else. They're gonna be looking for you inside of someone else. For some of you, if they're like narcissistic, they're going to be looking for someone. Some people, that's who they are. So they're going to be trying to find another you. So this may be a person that is willing to take care of them, a person that is willing to, that is come on, Lord, let's keep it a buckles, right? I know, but I got to say it because it's in my spirituals. Some people, that's their tactic, right? Feel will, and they'll never find another me ever. But some people, that is their tactic, that's their game, that's their MO. Does that make sense? That's their MO. So when you, because realize that they can't, they, for some, come on God, for some of y'all, the reason it didn't work out was because you grew strong enough to understand, like, yo, you're not treating me right. You begin to know your value and your worth. And this is romantic. This is, whether this is friends, whether this is family, take it how it resonates in your spirituals. When you became strong enough to stand up for yourself and no longer tolerate the way that they are treating you, that's when the relationship started to fail. That's because they begin to lose control over you, and as a result of them losing control, no longer being able to manipulate. Do you understand? That's why we talk about this all the time, why people don't want you to heal, because when you begin to heal, they cannot control you. They don't have the same manipulation don't work, the same gaslighting doesn't work, the same things that they used to do, the rejection, that like they would spoon feed you, breadcrumb you. And then you started realizing that them breadcrumbs ain't enough. And so once you begin to realize what they're doing and you become stronger in knowing your value and your worth and start healing yourself, that's when the relationship will stop working, because they can't control you anymore. So what will they do? They, when you separate from them, they will go and find somebody else who they can control and manipulate. Like, that's what they're going to do. Some people, that's because why? That's all they know how to do. Why? Because they won't do the healing. So yes, they're going to look for another you, but now you've outgrown that. You're not that person. So you're not going to let another them. Come on, drop this in the chat. It won't be another one. You are not going to let another one of them come in. Why? Because you're wiser now. Why? Because you're not going to ignore these flags. You ain't gonna ignore this. You gonna see this person. You're gonna be like, wait a minute. I done been here before. You not gonna let this, you may be a person, and I was this, you may be a person who attracted narcissists, right? Why? Because you have a giving heart. Why? Because you give them chance after chance after chance. But when I tell you right now that it's like you become, it's like you can start seeing them from a mile away, like no, you got too many flags for me. And instead of ignoring 10 flags, you ain't letting people get away with one. Like, you just got to get to that point, because one thing about it, is if you know one thing, and maybe a lot, maybe some of y'all have dealt with this, and this is not just men, this women too. They get you in, it's like a hook. They hook you, they do all the right things, they say all the right things, and as soon as they have you on the hook, they just start reeling. But baby, once they catch you, you don't remember, you don't even know the person, that you don't even know them anymore. No, we ain't gonna say Captain Hook. We ain't gonna say that because that refer to something else. I'm just saying. I went. You right. Just because I happened to look down there and see it, I'm back. That's something else. They hook you, okay? Then when they pull you in, you don't even know who the person is because you're just like, where did you come from? Why? Because they led with their representative. They led with their representative. They might have led with their hook. Anyway, that one, the one that cap, they might have led with that captain. That's what we gonna call it. They might have led with that captain. They y'all, so why is y'all foolish? Y'all is cutting up today. I'm telling daddy. They might have led with the hook. Maybe you gave them your credentials. Ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment. Maybe you gave them your credentials. Okay. We don't, if you over here, first of all, if you ain't grown, you probably shouldn't be over here. I don't think my lives are for anyone under the age of 18. Don't act like you ain't the never gave nobody no credentials before you was supposed to give them the credentials. For some of us, that's why your credentials is on pause on purpose right now, and you basting it in this thing, because the Lord said you ain't to give your credentials to people who don't deserve it. I done did it. I'm true. I'm real about me. I done did it. That's why the Lord done put you by yourself and won't see and won't bring your spouse in, because you first, we can't leave with that. We can't leave with that. You got to value these credentials, baby, because they priceless. Drop it in the chat. They priceless. Priceless. But you got to know they value first. And can't no relationship be formed upon these credentials. It ain't gonna work. They good and everything. Little mama working like she know it's good. That's why I was probably not supposed to do love and clarity. Cause see, I beat and went a whole. You right. She danced like she know it's good. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. But these they priceless, and you had to realize the pricelessness of your credentials, and that's why the Lord had you made you sit down on them things. Okay, so you got to understand that. For some of you, let's keep it a buck. Has anybody ever jumped into a relationship too soon? You done went on 2 dates with somebody, and all of a sudden y'all booed up. Anybody ever did that? Has anybody? I'm this me, right? Look, Jamila said, I used to base a relationship off of that. Child, the captain was the mediator and made the deal look good. I didn't read the fine print. You better say it. Anybody ever jumped into a relationship like you didn't know somebody 2 days and all of a sudden y'all dating? You didn't even know them. You didn't even know them for real. That's why in this season, the Lord said, no, so you're going to have to date. You're going to have to be courted. We not go, it ain't you, this ain't gonna be your husband after date number 2 just because we not doing that. No, some of y'all, you probably said, what movie was it? Think Like a Man 2, or one of them. Think Like a Man. Shout out Steve Harvey and everybody in that movie. Y'all remember it was like a 90-day rule or something like that. Y'all better do a 90-month rule. That's a long time, ain't it? How many months? Oh, that's a okay, wait, I take that back. Ain't nobody finna do you who. It's about been 90 months since I gave somebody something. That's how many years is that? Probably ain't been that long. But okay, I'm back. You better put them credentials up. Put them up. Okay. Now I'm dating myself because girl, I need to learn me now after these kids are grown. Blue Bio, you better say it. Hey ma, love you. You better say it. For some of us, listen, these just know. And some of y'all like recognizing that it's just not the way to keep a relationship. Okay, so be accountable, but keep it a buckles with yourself. We didn't all, if you an adult, you didn't all did something. We didn't all did something that just be like, my God, today I can't believe I did that. Why did I do that? That was so foolish. Why did I give them some? I ain't even, and I didn't even like it when I was getting, why did I even do it? But they had them reeled you in. We're not going to leave with the captain. We're not going to do that. We're not just going to accept that. And if that's, and for some of y'all, you also having to learn, it's about, if this is for my ladies, okay, strictly for my ladies, who are people that still doing that? You know, I'd probably cuss somebody out if they put one of them pictures in my inbox. Y'all ever went through a phase of life where you may have still been a little hot in the pants and like your tail was hot? And child, them plenty of fish days. Anybody ever been on a dating app? I have so many POF stories. I'm not gonna get into that right now. Good child, listen, that's why the Lord gonna come put, he gonna have to put, this how the Lord gonna do. He gonna come and bring the person and be like, the Lord gonna do it. He gonna put his hand in my hand because anyway, I'm not gonna tell that story. Let me just tell y'all better, it better not be nobody in here that still got, do they still send them pictures in people inbox? I wish I would get oh my gosh, I'm trying to keep my mouth in order. Baby, I would probably cuss you smooth out if you ever sent me a Captain Hook pic. You so deleted, blocked. First of all, are grown ass men still doing that? I'm sorry, I had a moment. That word is it's in the Bible. Sorry, Dad, I'm bad. Are grown men still doing this? Y'all better tell. I know they not. I know they not doing it. Let me put this, child. Where's my paper towels? Cause see, I didn't got my in my spirituals. Cause I know ain't no grown folks still doing this. Y'all, they still doing this. I can't believe it. Okay. For those of you who said they still doing this, I cannot believe that grown men are still doing this. Do they think that's attractive? They must be churned. That's probably a picture of somebody else's credentials. Why they got another man credentials in their phone? I don't know, but I was just saying. Now I'm not talking about if you with your husband, like your booski basky. I'm not talking about your basky. Okay, I'm not talking about them. Because if you want to send them kind of pictures, and hey, do you? That's your basky, right? But you think you fit. Anyway, that was so many years ago. I want to say this to those of you who may still be receiving those pictures. This is no judgment. No judgment at all. Do you? But this is just what I know. You're going to have to start cleaning up your social media. Because there's something, I don't know, and again, this is no judgment, but there's something that is making those people think, those men think that you would even tolerate that type of behavior. I'm being completely honest. I used to get these pictures all the time. You talk to somebody, even if you just speak to them, you can, I don't do, most of the time, do you realize I don't even respond on my inbox? But you have to, but I'm saying this to y'all because there is something that I don't know what it is, and I need you to do this reflection. This is no judgment. I'm here to say, y'all, this used to be me. I used to have that caliber of man that would be saying things to me in my inbox. Y'all, I am here to tell you, ain't no men in my inbox. They don't even play with me like that. Period. They don't even play with me at all. Ain't nobody just jumping in my inbox with ain't no hey beautifuls. Ain't none of that. Because do you understand that you can this is me. You can look at me, you can look at the stuff on my page and you gonna know she ain't the one that's gonna fall for that. So there's something either with it that they see within you. This could be about the things that you post. This could be about the people that they see on your news feed. Check your social media and see what you're in the environment. Come on, God, what the environment is on your social media. And I promise you, when you begin to shift and change and transition in certain ways, men ain't even, they wouldn't even, they ain't even going to approach you that way. I'm talking about dry as the Sahara. My inbox, oh no, I don't play around with men in my inbox. They don't come in there. And if they do, guess what? They don't even get a response. I don't respond because I don't respond because and I'm not, and maybe that for some people, some might be like, well, that's why you single. No, I'm single on purpose. I didn't say I couldn't pull a. Ain't nobody said I couldn't pull them. It's the fact that I'm getting to know me and I'm comfortable with myself. So there's a difference. I don't need no man telling me I'm beautiful. I'm grateful, but I'm waiting on who, the right man, not any man. So take a look at your social media. I typically don't respond because this the thing. I'm abstaining. I'm cool with having friends, but not right now. Like, so I hope that makes sense. Look at your social media, look at the environment of your social media, look at how you talk on your social media. And then at a certain point, once you transition and really shift, they not even gonna play with you like that. Like you just not even finna play with me. They do it on regular social media app and think it's cute and ain't. It ain't cute. I want somebody to say this. I'm out of your league. Can you just drop that in the chat? I'm out of your league. And yeah, I'm gonna say it. Why? Because I am. If somebody sending a dick pic, oh baby, I'm out of your league. I'm out of your league. But that's because I know who I am. You understand? Like I'm out. No, sir. I wouldn't even entertain that idea. Okay, so do that for some of y'all. This that confidence, like you got to know, like it's a no. But see, back in the gap, you realize that I got hooked that way because I started playing around in the inbox, and that's how you end up dating people sometimes. So be mindful of that. But now, oh no, oh no, because I have why? Can anybody just say that I have higher standards now? It ain't, it's yes, I don't, it's, but why do I think I'm better than you? Because I didn't put boundaries up and I am. Do you know how long it took me to get to that point to know that I'm not thirsty. I'm not no thirst trap. I made the guy feel some type of way when he did that. I am the table, so you bring it what? Man, listen, I do. I have higher standards now. And so certain things that used to attract me when I was younger and when I was unhealthy and unhealed and toxic myself, those types of things. Oh, that's cute. And I wouldn't even know. So some of y'all, that's what you're gonna learn, you're gonna recognize. It's just like, man, I've just grown. I'm grown up, I'm grown now. We don't want the same kind of people approaching us, so you give different energy. You want to be the energy that you want to attract. I could what it's one thing to be doing that with somebody you already booed up with, but baby, what anyway? It's a no for me, dog. Okay. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all I can my mama's so funny. She's so funny. 8/19, which happens to be her birthday. This is my baby, of course, y'all. But it took me a long time to find the strength to be able to be that person. Right. I had to go. This is why the Lord will put you in that season where you need. This is why don't be begging the Lord for no kingdom spouse, kingdom husband, kingdom wife. Don't do that. Allow the Lord to do the healing within you to make you the energy that's the person that you want to attract. And until he does that, the Lord knows my heart. He knows I'm not ready to date. Why? Because I have too much that I'm trying to do, and I just don't feel like I'm ready for that yet. I want to be at a certain place within myself before I'm ready to attract anyone. So that's the thing. And I want to focus on my happiness. I want to focus on living life for me. All my life I've had to fight. All my life I focused on relationships. And this is the first time that I've ever really just focused on me. The relationship is gonna come. He's circulating around. The Lord is showing me. He's like, it ain't gonna be long. Okay, cool. Until that time, I'm just gonna focus on me. I'm gonna focus on the things that I'm gonna focus on getting stronger. I'm gonna focus on making sure, because one of my issues, codependence. I don't want to need a man. I want to focus. I want to want a man. Like, I don't, he had to heal codependency. Some of you, that's why you have, like, you, the Lord will keep you by yourself because you're afraid to be alone. But you got to learn to love yourself by yourself before the Lord will really send that person in that is for you. You got to love yourself and not feel like you need somebody to complete you. There's not a single person on earth that completes you. You are whole by yourself. Okay, you are a whole person by yourself. And so, but you have to know that. And once you know that, then come on, master, then you will be able to attract someone who wants to pour into you and give to you. And but you got to be good by yourself, because otherwise that's how those codependency and those narcissistic tendencies come out, because you start depending on someone and feeling like you need them to make you complete. You better know you whole by yourself, but all by yourself. Okay, so for some of you, that's why the Lord is not going to bring your person in you, because you need to know that you can do it by yourself. You can be good by yourself. You don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to be with someone. He made us to be with someone, but you don't have to be. You got to be able to be okay by yourself. Okay, so for some of you, that's the enlightenment that's happening with the sun card. Like, you be wondering, why am I still single? Because if you still wondering why you still single, then you're not ready for commitment yet. Because you'll learn, because especially if you walking with the Lord, because the Lord hasn't brought you your person yet. He will. It just is going to happen in divine timing. So don't focus on that. Focus on, maybe for some of you, that's just the thing. You need that time to spend time getting to know you, understanding you, nurturing you, loving you, pampering you, everything that you want. Can anybody admit to this? Do you do the things for yourself that you want somebody to do for you? Do you take yourself on dates? Do you do you do the things for yourself that you want someone else to do for you? Do you buy yourself flowers? Do you travel if you want, like, whatever you want to do those things for yourself in your time of being single before, so that way, because that's a standard, that's a boundary for yourself, right? I can't wait till I'm able to, because I love flowers, right? But I used to buy myself flowers all the time. Right now I just don't have anywhere to put them. You got to date yourself. You better take, y'all know, for a long time, one of the hardest things for me to do was take myself on a date. I was so not used to, because I would never go even out to eat, y'all. I would never go out to eat by myself. Like, for years I was like that, until the Lord finally said, well, you're gonna have to learn how to do this by yourself. And so now I love to go. I'll go sit at the bar, I'll go sit in a booth. I ain't got no problem taking myself to the movies. I had never been to a movie by myself, but now I can go do all these things for myself and be perfectly fine with being by myself, buying myself the things that I want, doing things for myself that make me feel good. For some of you, this is a lesson the Lord is trying to teach you. Like, listen, you don't need, if you're not willing to do it for yourself, you got to you can't expect somebody else to do it, because you got to, again, be the energy you want to attract. Treat yourself the way you want a man or a woman to treat you. Period. If you don't treat yourself that way, how can he have or she have the expectation to treat you that way if you don't even do it for you? Thank you for sharing the live, dearest one. If you don't do it, how can you make it a requirement for somebody else? You can't. That's why the Lord will say, well, you make that this is why we talk about self-love and self-care so much. Because when you love yourself a certain way, then any person, whether it's a friend, whether it's romantic, even a business partnership, when you have boundaries with yourself and you have standards for yourself, everybody's going to have to meet those standards. Because if they don't, then they're not going to be a part of your life. But that's what you do when you heal, when you start healing these things within yourself. You set standards for yourself, and you say, yeah, because like me, this is a standard. And when I say I'm 10 toes down on it, I will never move another man into my house. I'm saying this, I've said it, I'm gonna keep saying it, because I'm gonna go to the grave to become a spirit. And I'm saying I will never move another man into my house. Ever. You could I ever. Why? Every man that I've dated moved in with me, with the exception of my ex-husband, my very first, my husband, or my ex-husband, like years ago, when I got married when I was 19. So he went and found an apartment, he paid for it, and we moved in together. So I moved out of my mama's house and moved in with him. Because why? He went and found a place for me to stay. I didn't have to go do it myself. He did that. Everybody else moved into my spot. I had the house, they moved in with me. I don't know if there's anybody else's story. And again, my story, my truth is my truth. Can't nobody say nothing about my truth. Do you realize that it's the craziest thing when you move somebody into your house and they don't want to move out? I got reasons. Other than the fact that I'm just not going to do it, I have reasons why people, I don't even want, even family. I really don't. This is why I don't feel no time. I don't want to move in with my family. Not that I wouldn't leave, but you didn't let somebody out of the goodness of your heart move in with you, and then baby, y'all just don't know the stories that we could talk about on this Love and Clarity. This is why you got to know who you are. Hey, honey, baby, listen, never. Family, no, no, no. I need somebody to know this. This why we don't. This why we're not doing build a bays in this season. We're not. China doll, I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm finna, because since we're here for it, I'm here for it. Have you ever been, that you ever had the police called on you in your own house, and the police won't put them out, because even if they're not on the lease, the police won't put them out? Has anybody ever not even been able? Oh my gosh, I have no idea, man. Y'all just don't even know. They call the police on you and the police won't put them out. So basically, and they not paying no bills and won't help you. They won't do anything, but they'll call the police on you because you moved some of their stuff in the house, and then they won't get out. When I tell y'all the growth, and the police will not put them out. If they've been there for X amount of time, the police will not put them out, even if they're not on the lease. True story. TrueStory.com. Okay. Understand, y'all, I done been through some things. Okay. So I can speak on relationships. This is why I can speak on a lot of toxicity. That didn't even work. I just had to sit and wait. It wasn't nothing but the grace of God that finally got me out of that situation. And again, he ain't gonna, and if he ever watched this live, he ain't gonna like what I'm saying. I pray that he's healed from it. I have. It is what it is. It was an experience. It happened. It'll never happen again. I'm not mad about it. I'm not in my feelings, but the truth is the truth.com. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to protect nobody's ego. I'm not here for that. No, the truth is the truth. I've healed from it, so I can laugh about it and talk about it now. But back then, y'all, I'm talking about traumatized. So that's why this is the thing. This is why I hope my exes, even if they do, I don't care if they watch me or not. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. But what happened is what happened. And the truth is the truth. And I told y'all, I'm not in a season where I'm going to let people paint a negative narrative about me. When if you didn't lie and try to sell somebody a story, because I know I didn't heard it already. I know you try to paint me to be this particular person, but baby, if you going to paint me, you better be honest about who you were. Didn't I just say some people can't heal because they can't admit who they were and what they did in the relationship? I'm not hurt. I'm trying to tell you, you got people, and then this why you can't even worry about it. Yeah, they gonna go make you look like the bad person. This can be family, this can be exes. They will, y'all. They will try to paint a negative picture about you, but ain't told nobody what they've done. That's why you can't worry about it. Don't worry about what they got to say. All right, it's cool. But the thing is, the only people who really know the truth are you, them, and God. Ain't it a saying that says your side, their side, and God's side? Man, listen. But understand this: if they have not done their healing, it's them same folks that they go and paint this picture of you about, and talk about you too, because they are still leading with their representative. Hear me and hear me well. Them same folks that they talking to are going to then understand that somebody lying. You don't have to, if you can believe me or you cannot, but I'm telling you right now, if you like, somebody gonna see that somebody lying. Somebody gonna see it, because they will continue to run the narrative about you. For some of y'all, who is this message for? Come on, Lord. I told y'all spirit has been wanting to tell y'all this stuff, but I'm here to just give these messages. Thank you, Lord, we receive it. They didn't went and told somebody about you, but ain't told them folks what they did. But now look at you over here. Drop this in the chat, healed and healthy. Look at you, but they still trying to, for some of y'all, these folks still trying to say you after them. Who is it? They still trying to say that you contacting them. They still having to keep up a lie because of the lies that they have told. But you're healed and healthy. But they're still, because they have not done their healing, they still got to lie and not acknowledge who they were in the relationship. But what's going to happen? Trust me. Them same folks that they lying to are one day gonna run across you, and they gonna be like, I thought such and such said that such and such was still trying to at them, talk to them, still wanted them. And baby, you ain't thought about these folks in a month of Sundays. You couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you what nobody. What? They gonna start to see, and then guess what's going to happen? The same relationships that they were lying about, then they're going to start to disintegrate, because now the person that they were lying to is going to start paying attention and starting to put the lies together. Does this make sense? This is why you ain't got to do nothing. That's called karma, because they didn't win and lied on you. And if this is you, then this is you knowing that you're going to get your karma, because I'm not going to leave you out. If this is you, then you need to stop. I'm going to put some check me in your spirituals. Like, y'all. So just know you ain't got to do nothing. You done moved on, and like, who are you? Like, who? I couldn't what? So let them paint that picture. Let God, you ain't got to say nothing to them. Understand, if somebody's still painting a negative picture about you, it's one thing to tell the truth. It's another thing if you just up here, I'm not smearing nobody, but I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not going to lie. Just because you're a liar, I'm not. Finally woke up. I'm just like, just I don't know who need that message, y'all, but This, for some of you, the reason, like even in your own healing journey, the reason the Lord needs to talk about this kind of stuff is because most of us, we ain't never even said nothing. But you understand that you were also traumatized by the things that happened, which then made you, the Lord could have, come on, God, he could have sent somebody into your life who was meant to be your what? Where's my card at? Who was meant to be your person. But do you realize that if we don't recognize and talk about and heal from the things that have happened to us, that person that was supposed to be your person, the Lord don't, because we were toxic too. The Lord will move that person because you wasn't ready for them. He will delay the connection because you weren't ready for them. Does that make sense? So this why we got to talk about this stuff. This why we have to do the healing from it. Because for a lot of us, if we carrying that baggage and that weight, baby, we'll go put that energy on someone else, and they don't deserve that. Mind you, that person they probably got a similar background to you. They probably didn't went through some of the same things. Heal, heal. Look, my kids, that's the other thing. Kids, y'all not, man. When I tell y'all, I'm just like this with my children, y'all. I'm just like this with my children. I told y'all, I can see with the people that my children have dated, I can see how they saw that it was trauma that I was unhealed from, trauma that they had to break on their own because of who they saw me deal with. Man, listen, I'm telling y'all. So this is why the healing is so important. This is why the Lord is making us face these relationships and face these things within ourselves that most times we just try to sweep under the rug. But then you don't understand why even if it's not a person that you dated, you don't understand why a family member that treated you bad, all of a sudden now you dating a family member you dating somebody that was just like that family member. Why? Because you did not heal from it. You didn't admit to it. You gave them their passes. Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, you end up dating, you end up trying to find your daddy who abandoned you, and then guess what you gonna date? Your daddy who rejected you, and then guess what you gonna end up having to heal from? Rejection wounds. Why? Because now you dating somebody who keeps rejecting you. Man, listen. This why we got to do this healing, y'all. Like, it's so important. It is so important to do this healing. If you have, yes, even me, rejection wounds, but I had to heal it. I had to heal it because I'm not going, because that was the reason why you did so much in these relationships and why you just kept giving, 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 and all they kept doing was rejecting you, but you just kept accepting it because you hadn't healed it within yourself. We're not going to do that in this season. We're not doing that. Okay. We're not doing that. We're going to be healed and healthy in this thing. Okay. We're going to be healed and healthy. For some of you, this is divorce. I'm divorced. My ex-husband is remarried and hopefully living a great life. I don't know. I hope he happy. I pray for him because my son, we with him. Happy. Come on, the Chariot. We got the Three of Cups that's coming in. So for some of you, this is like healing friendship circles as well, right? This is why the Lord has stripped these people from around you so he can bring in the right community of people. This can I say this? It is an amazing thing, and it's such a blessing for me, y'all, that I'm surrounded by a community of people. Y'all showing up on this live, y'all showing up and just giving energy, just supporting me as I'm giving these messages. Y'all don't have to be here listening to me, but it is such a blessing. I'm so grateful that the Lord removed certain connections from around me because he replaced them with something better. He replaced them with people who are on their own healing journey, who are accountable, who want to see me win, who want to see me successful, it's like energy. There's something about me that resonates with you because otherwise you wouldn't be over here. Does this make sense? This is what when we talk about like-minded communities, like-minded people, like-minded individuals, you're not going to be over here if you're not serving the Lord. If you don't have, maybe your faith is not as strong as you want it to be, but you ain't gonna be over here listening to me talk about God if you're not serving the Lord in some capacity. You're just not. because the enemy don't want to hear about the Lord. And all we talk about is God and healing and health and being successful and positive things over here, right? So the thing about it is, this is also why you need to do your healing, because when you heal, you will attract people who are on their own healing journey, and that's why and that's the kind of energy you want to be around. That's the kind of energy you want to surround yourself with. Sometimes we be mad when the Lord tells us that person ain't for you, that person ain't your friend, they not right. You not just gonna sit up and just watch me talk about the Lord. Then first of all, just watch me and listen to me talk. If we ain't, we got to have something in common. Or either maybe you just a fan, that's cool, you still over here getting the word, you still getting some love, light, and healing energy from the Lord. And so so think about that. You want to be around people who are maintaining their positivity. No, it's not, no, you may not, all of it ain't gonna be a good day every day, but I pray that when you leave here you have some encouragement. And so you want to be the energy you want to attract. I don't need it. If you over here and you speaking death, get into my destiny, I'm not doing that for you. And I got a team of people on here right now that are promoting life and speaking life into everyone on this live. Why? Because we can all relate in some sort of way, and we want to see each other win. So be mindful. If the Lord start telling you, man, cut these folks off, even if it hurt, you gonna have to cut them, baby, because they not, y'all ain't, you're not the same. And when you've done your healing, you can't be around people who, and you gonna find you can't be around people for a long time who are very toxic. You gonna give them a little bit of time and you gonna be like, I got to go, that's it, I ain't got no more. And sometimes you just ain't gonna be able to do it. You just not. Look at the Shamrock. Hey, Papa, love you. Okay, what else? And we finna go, y'all. And child, let me tell you, yeah, guess who? Let me just say this. Can't nobody be mad about your truth, man. There's no one that can be mad about your truth. Your truth. You don't have to go and try to convince somebody of your truth. You were there when you went through these experiences with these people. They may not like what you say. They may be in their feelings. It's not going to stop it from being the truth. The reason the truth hurts. Most people don't want to hear the truth. Why? Because it hurts. It makes them face themselves in some kind of way. But what we're not going to do in this season, I'm not going to water down my truth to try to make you feel better. No, for what? Maybe I wouldn't, maybe I didn't say it then. We just sit on stuff and we let people over but again, I just told y'all, I'm not in a season of letting people paint a negative narrative about me. You're not going to do that. You know. So if I can speak my truth because it's my truth. I didn't ask you to agree with my truth, but this is what it is. What you can't do is dispute it. Come on, Lord. What you can't do is dispute that it happened. See, that's the thing about telling the truth. Only a person who doesn't want to admit that it's truth is going to be mad about it, because you can't deny that it happened. Maybe you never told some people, but you can't deny that it happened. And the reason some people don't want to hear the truth is because they've been able to deny what happened for a long time. They were able to live in their lie. I'm not going to let you, guess what? If you don't want to hear my truth, stop listening. That's it. So for some of y'all, it's that season. It's like somebody blatantly lying in your face and you going to be like, no, that ain't true. No, that's not what happened. So I don't know. Come on, Revelation, the tower at the bottom of the deck. Listen, the truth hurts. The revelation hurts. Because this the thing. You ain't got to do your healing if you don't want to, baby. But I'm over here healed, healthy, and whole. And I'm not gonna continue, I'm not gonna uphold your lie. I'm just not. Okay. So yes, some of you, it's some people finna be disappointed because you're not gonna continue to uphold their lies. This is, look, the Three of Swords, heartbreak, divorce, third party situations. Yeah. Yeah. People don't want people to see the real you. No, well, then they better not be over here either. Okay. They better not trying to mess. That's it. I don't even feel like it's nothing else to say. Some of y'all, you speaking your truth is gonna hurt some folks. I just got to say that. You speaking your truth is gonna hurt some folks. It is. It's gonna hurt their feelings. It's gonna hurt them. I'm sorry. One T. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Doesn't make it any less true, but it's gonna hurt. Yeah, your truth is gonna hurt some people's feelings. And because it's the thing, you went for a long time, you haven't been trying to hurt people's feelings. So they over there looking like they this great upstanding person, and I don't really care about how anybody looks because I don't deal with anybody. Period. Sorry, not sorry. 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 But again, I pray that this is who they were in the past. I pray it's not who they are now. It's not who I am, right? I was unhealthy, and anything that happened, I allowed it to happen. But now, not now, you could never. You could never. Okay. That's it. I don't know, child. I told y'all these love and clarity messages be juicy, child. They be juicy. They be juicy. Why? Because people be needing to, because it's like the stuff that you want to say, and maybe you ain't got no place to say it. Well, you gonna say it over here. We gonna say it. We gonna say it with everything that sometimes you ain't even got nobody to talk to. You could talk over here. Don't nobody know who you are behind that screen. Sometimes, some of us, a lot of us, we had to just, is anybody just had to do their healing by themselves? Has anybody, have you literally just had to sit in a space and just deal with things by yourself? With nobody to talk to, you going through stuff and you ain't got nobody to talk to but the Lord. Like, do y'all know? And I know people can I just say that for some of us, our circle includes us and God. Just God and me. That's it. It be stuff, something, and it's I feel like it's a blessing and a curse. Does that make sense? Because sometimes you just want to talk to somebody and just tell them and express what happened. And yes, God talks back. But at the same time, have you ever just been like, but do you understand that the reason that you don't trust as much is because of the people who've hurt you? Like, do we see how all of this goes together? You have trust issues because these folks that hurt you. So now it's harder for you to trust people and to let people in on your vulnerability. Does this make sense for somebody? Because you done been vulnerable so many times, and you gonna have to be vulnerable again. Now let me say this right now. You gonna have to let somebody in at some point. You are. You gonna have to do it. Because we can't not let people in because of the hurt that we've experienced. But I understand that it takes a little longer now for you to trust people. It takes a little longer for you to let people into your confidence, because remember, the people that whether it's family, friends, lovers, whoever, remember, we got to remember that we let them into our confidence. This is why you got to let people show you who they are, and then you act accordingly. Okay, that's exactly why we grow our intuition and our discernment, so that people can't pull the same stuff on us. So you know who's trustworthy and who's not. You know who to go into business with. You learn to observe. Exactly. So you'll let somebody in. You just won't. It's not that because remember, you have to be trustworthy in order to trust people. I know that I'm a trustworthy person. We don't think about like the things that just the Lord sees, but this is why you got to be a person of integrity to make sure that you're only dealing with people of integrity. You got to be that first in order to be able to deal, because when you're not that, you're going to attract people who are not that. But once you step in, once you are the person that's living right, doing the right things, then you'll start to attract those types of people. For so long, I ignored my intuitive and the Lord, but today I had to choose me and own it. That's it. It takes a minute to truly trust. I'll let people believe I trust them, though. Man, listen, I'll say this. I will trust people until you show me who you are. And once I don't trust you, then that's it. But I'm gonna let you show me who you are. I'm gonna let you show me who you are, but then I just know how to deal with you. I may never even say that I saw what you did or I know what you did and I know what you got going on. I just know how to deal with you moving forward. That's really how I am. Like I'm not gonna say like I until you show me who you are, until you show me that you're not trustworthy. We just cool, and that's just that. But once you show me, okay, I'm gonna move with you a little different. I'm not gonna be mean or nothing like that. But we not gonna be on the same type of time. You're not going to get any closer than you've gotten. It's gonna be a barrier. We'll be cordial, we cool. I'll still speak to you and everything, but will never get any closer than you are now because I'm just not on that type of time. And if you've burned me, you're not gonna burn me again. You're not gonna burn me again, especially if I was fool enough to let you do it more than once. And I've been that person plenty of times. If you burn me, you won't do it again. No, no. If I gave you another chance and you burn me again, okay, yeah, then I would be foolish to do that. No, because I'm not gonna keep repeating the lesson. I'm not gonna do that. Who? I'm not gonna keep repeating that. We look for someone to just listen, but they quick to judge or give advice when you wasn't looking for opinions. Do you know something that I have had to do, and I learned to do this thanks to my children? Me being a coach, right? Being a coach, being a counselor, being a person that people will tell their problems to, something that I've had to learn how to do is ask people, do you want advice or an opinion, or do you just need to vent? I want some of y'all to, when people start coming to you, just start taking that into account because sometimes you just need somebody to listen, right? Sometimes you just need to be the listening ear. Sometimes people don't want advice. That's why it's so much easier to talk to strangers and people that you don't know, because because a lot of times when we go to like our families or people that know us, they have an opinion based upon who they know us to be. And sometimes you just need somebody to listen. True story. I felt like that yesterday. And the Lord listens, don't misunderstand me, but it's different when you're talking to people, right? Sometimes you just need somebody to listen. And over the last, I know, 2 years of my life, as the Lord has just been transitioning me, sometimes you just want somebody to listen and not tell you what they think you should do or where you're wrong or how you can change. Sometimes you just want to something, and that's why a lot of us, we tend to just not say anything, because sometimes we're not looking for somebody to give us their opinion of what they would do. Sometimes you just want to be able to get some shit off your chest. Excuse me, Lord. But for real, it's beneficial. It helps. And again, that goes back to my privacy issue. I talk to God a lot. I do. I talk to God a lot. Um, and so it bothers me when I'm not able to just talk to God and just say what I need to say for a multitude of reasons. So I completely agree with Jamila. Like completely agree. So if you are the person that people come to with their problems or their situations, just get in the habit of asking, are you wanting my opinion, or do you just need to vent? I started doing that with my children and it works, because sometimes they don't need me to be mama, the coach. Sometimes they just need me to be mama that'll listen to them go through some problems that they're dealing with. It works. It builds a better relationship. If you have children, practice that, because yes, we got a story, we have something that we advice we can offer, but sometimes they don't want that. Sometimes they just want to be able to talk about things they're going through in life. They just need to vent. So if you start practicing that, it'll happen. Okay. I got a testimony, not this Tuesday coming, but next Tuesday. Very good. I would love to have you come up here. If you have a testimony, yes, we're still doing Testimony Tuesday. If you want to come up here and share the love, give God the glory, talk about some great, amazing things that the Lord is doing in your life, then please send an email to what email am I using? Go to my website and you can, I think I'm going with Touche by Touche because that includes everything that I'm doing. There's been so many emails, y'all. It's so many emails, and I just was like, Lord, I'm using one, and that's it. And because He's transitioned me into everything that we're doing, I'm just using the Touche by Touche email because it's a lot. It needed to match my website, so it that's my email. Okay. If you want to come up and go, you'll be on the stage, you'll be live. Okay. Yes, Touche by Touche. That is my email. You can send your testimony, come up on Tuesdays and give your testimony. Give God some glory, man. God is doing great, amazing things. I'm so grateful, y'all. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you who have supported this vision that the Lord has given me. Make sure you leave your reviews. Okay, leave your reviews. Be honest about it. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. This is my flagship product, and so I need to know, right? I need y'all to be honest. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Okay. Um, Thank you for those of you who have supported. I appreciate you so much. That's actually what I'm doing today. I had to order supplies. Okay, let me just say that I had to order supplies. You think that you have enough, and then the Lord will start sending. You be like, oh my gosh, I don't have everything that I need. So I am waiting on supplies before I can get in the lab. Okay, before I can get in the lab. So hopefully I'll be doing that this weekend. For those of you who, and a couple, I'm actually sending out a couple of them today. I'll be doing that here in the next few minutes. Um, what else, y'all? Tomorrow's my born day. My gosh, I can't believe it. Tomorrow is happy birthday. Let me say this because it is Jared's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday to you because today is your birthday because today is your birthday. Yay, yay. Da, da, da. Y'all tell Jared happy birthday. Happy birthday. Let me say this. Um, Jared has been with me from the very beginning, when I very first started going live. He has supported me through so many iterations of Touche, so many things that I have done. I hope that you have a fantastic and an amazing birthday. Thank you for your support so very much. I'm so truly grateful. And many more to come, many more to come. Wishing you so much success on your new adventures, your new journeys. I can't wait. I'm so proud of your growth. Man, I'm so grateful for you, and I hope that you have a fantastic and an amazing day today. Okay. Yes, today is Jared's birthday, and I'm always grateful for those of y'all that I know. I don't be knowing everybody's birthday, but that just because it's the day before mine, I do know that one. Okay. So happy birthday to you, dearest one. I'm so truly grateful, and enjoy your day. Okay. Man, I can't believe it's finna be chapter 44. My God, it's chapter 44 in full effect. And so I'm here for it. I can't wait to see where this new chapter is leading me. I am going live tomorrow. We'll see what the Lord wants to talk about tomorrow. I don't have anything on the calendar. I said we were just going to free flow and see what happens, but you never know. The Lord might give me something specific that we're going to talk about. So, man, it's a new chapter. It's a new beginning. It's new opportunities, new paths, new open doors. So I received that. Okay. That's it. Testimony Tuesday. I got to make sure I'm saying that. If you are not plugged in, if you do not have the Upside app, I'm gonna have to. I got to figure out a way to put that link in my bio. In my bio. Thank you so much. Chapter 36 for Jared. Chapter 36. Man, y'all, so many changes, so many changes. Make sure that you do that. Go to the website, get on the email list. Send your testimony if you want to come up and give God the glory. Shop with me. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you drop by, shop, support. I appreciate your support. Um, there are a lot of new things that are coming out as well. So y'all get ready for that. If it ain't for you, get it for somebody else. No excuses. Okay. No excuses. No excuses. Um, That's it. That's all I got. This was a great, amazing message. We gonna heal some things because we leaving this behind as the Lord is transitioning us into our new levels. Okay. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the energy, the love. Thank you for allowing me to pour into you today. I'm so truly grateful. It is truly a blessing. Y'all, what is that? That's an animal. Child, that's some kind of animal over there. A possum, you reckon? Child, ain't no squirrels over there. Anyway, I'm back. I probably shouldn't even have looked at him, huh? Okay, I'm back. Listen, thank y'all so much for allowing me to pour into you. Now I got to pay attention to make sure he don't come over here. It is truly a blessing, truly an honor. To pour into you each and every day. And I'm so grateful that the Lord uses me to do so. So thank y'all for allowing me to do that. Yes, go on a date. Take yourself to the movies. Do something fun for you. You deserve that. Enjoy your day. Okay. Y'all go be great and amazing. Do great and amazing things. Hydrate your soul and things. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing day. And I'll see y'all in the morning, child. It's going to get busy. I got a lot that I got to get done today. And I still got more stuff to do. So all to do it, let's get to it. Okay. Love y'all. Mean it. But thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Thank you, dearest ones. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Child, I'll be having to cut off